again to give you a follow-up, an update of what has been happening. Because if you thought that you have heard everything, now you can get ready. I tell you the story. If you arrive in this video for the first time, you have to go to the link down here to check for the beginning of the story, because here is just an update. But basically, we are facing a case of discrimination from an association who claims to help people, who claims to help youth, and who claims to help refugees. What happened? They kicked out a blind person for the fact of being blind. They kicked out a blind teacher who has been volunteering for 1.5 years, and all the team of this person, just because they protected or they tried to defend the position of the blind teacher who never had a problem. Said that, you can go to the link, as I said, and then you will see. For the people who know what happened and who want to see the update, that's what happened. After fighting and looking for the boss, the big boss, the person who controls everything about Tentaja, about Tamaya, and other organizations and projects, finally we could speak with him. His name is Michael Elias, and he is the boss of Maria Kipp. When we had the meeting with Michael Elias, at the end of the conversation, finally understood our point and our position. So he told us that he wanted to give us the chance of having the opportunity of having a meeting with all the team and him included. We asked him and the team to do an official and formal apology to our teacher, of course, and to all the team. What happened? He showed himself in the beginning a bit trying to have a neutral position, saying, oh, but I cannot judge, I cannot decide. And we just told him, look, there is the point. When you have an injustice in front of you, the fact that you don't react, the fact that you don't say anything, it is allowing the injustice. So therefore, you cannot be just in a middle position, because by doing so, you are choosing the side of I allow the discrimination. So finally, it looked like he understood after more conversation. After that, what happened? It happened that he said, okay, we're going to organize a meeting, but I cannot tell you precisely the day. It will be between this week and this week, between the week of the 9th until the 30th. And in the beginning, he agreed to meet the 9th. But it happened that while he was in contact with my friend Stefan, there happened something. And it happened that he said, I will call you back.
So guys, quickly a feedback about Michael Elias. He wanted to call me yesterday, the boss of Maria Kipp. We had a conversation with him, and the 9th of December we wanted to have a meeting. He wanted to confirm that yesterday, but he didn't call me. He didn't call me today, so I will call him back and let's see what he has to say. But for me, honestly, it's already a lie, because he said he wanted to call me yesterday. So he was pretending in the conversation, I'm sorry, I'm very, very behind everything and blah, blah, blah. But in fact, he's not behind anything, because otherwise he would call yesterday. So let's see now what he has to say.
And he never called back. It's even more, when Stefan called him back, what he said, what Michael Elias said, it's again, very shocking.
So people, feedback about Michael Elias. I called him now and he told me, I don't like that you do steps with the lawyer and with the police and so on. I don't know, I think you went a little bit too far, he told me. And I was asking him, but how is it now with our appointment? You wanted to contact me, and he said, well, I cannot the 9th of December, and I told you already I'm not there. And I said, no, you didn't tell me. You said you don't know, you will call me back yesterday. And he was like, I think you went a bit too far and so on. I don't know, we cannot speak now anymore. And I said, but I'm sorry, you said you will contact me yesterday, and you know already that we went to the police and we take a lawyer and we did a YouTube video about it. and you said we have to do what we have to do, and it's fine if we do stuff, and that he has no problems, that we do something legal, and we don't destroy somebody while it's unfair, but we didn't do anything but it was unfair. And I told him, look, you could have called me back at least, and you could have tell me and what is about the appointment. Now he proposed the 13th of December at 11, but I don't know if people want to go there, because he could have called me yesterday and he didn't call me, and so today he didn't call me, and he was very surprised that I called him, and he is telling me, I told you before that I cannot. No, you didn't tell me. He told me, well, I cannot the 9th. He sounded a little bit mad, honestly, and I have no problem with this. It's not my problem, it's his problem, and we can do what we want with the police and so on. And I told him clearly everything, and at the end he had nothing to say because I knew that I was right. So he said, okay, I'm available, just call me, and let's see. That's all.
I can tell you more, because after that, this guy, Michael Elias, he was not saying anything. He was not saying anything, which is absolutely a lack of respect. As you can understand, the fact that you commit yourself to have a meeting, you commit yourself to show that you understood, that you want peace and conciliation, and afterwards you just ignore what you said. Afterwards you don't call the person who is the representative of this group, or at least it is your contact. You ignore, you say, this and that. You can understand that this is completely the opposite of what he said in the beginning. So when you say something and then afterwards you change and you do the opposite, it is called a lie. And we are shocked. We don't understand why so many lies. We don't understand what's going on. Finally, in the last update, we have seen, and through the communication that Michael Elias had with our friend Stefan, that finally we will have a meeting on the 13th of December. We don't know exactly what is going to happen. We don't know even what to face, because they said one thing several times and finally it was something else. Therefore, we are expectating, but honestly, the trust is not there. So we will keep you updated, we will see what's going on, and who knows how this story will finish. Thanks for listening.